category. Cat, welcome. Why? This is for my Scorpios for the month of November. Some action steps to show up more in self-love, self-care, to create a space of gratitude, to just get curious, show up with love. Sissy J? Sci J? Welcome. Sorry. HK Man, welcome. November. I'm trying to move my coffee so I don't spill it. I'm in my house coat because it's still a little chilly. I'm just being a wuss. I'm overthinking winter, and it's not even that bad. It's not even winter yet. I'm just being a wuss. Alright. We'll start with these three. Give it another minute or so. I gotta figure out how to turn off those settings because I don't know how to do it. 1, 2, 3. What am I missing? My affirmation. Alright. October. Oh, write it down. Don't forget. Give me 2 minutes here to get my crap together. So we're halfway through the action steps. Usually I used to... UTK, welcome. I used to post the videos, but then I felt rushed. You had to get them in a couple minutes. And I find a lot of people are asking questions, well, how to do that, or what is the best suggestion. And the best way to do it is just to go live, and then if you can't stay for the whole live, you can see the replay on my YouTube at Creativity Guides Me on YouTube. I always post the replays, so okay, let's start with the good old self-care. It is my favorite. Can I have self-care for my... I said more. Okay. Snuck it out the back. Eh? I see it. What do we have for Scorpio today? Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. Today, find a way to thank someone who has been there for you when you most needed it. No truer words have been spoken. When you understand, sometimes it's the smallest things. You don't even understand how or where they came up with it. Small things, those small compliments, those little extra things that people do for you when times are tough. It's really hook, line, and dime. Welcome. All right. Can I have a gratitude for my Scorpios? Welcome, Jessica. Something to show up in gratitude, show a little love, appreciation, so they can see more and more things to be grateful for the month of November. What do we got? Welcome, Celine. We have affirmation, and we know that's one of my favorites. We have to look upon the environment with optimism. The pessimism is within us. It's true. And that's why when I'm being a wuss about winter coming, that's just me being a wuss. Think of an issue in your life you felt negatively about recently and apply this lens. My challenges are my greatest teachers. I use them to learn about myself and to live consciously and authentically. It's so much more important. That's why when I cry, oh, it's going to be winter. That's just me literally being a wuss, and I know that. Welcome, Odie. And you got one more, so I'm going to read it to you. You can do this, and if you can't do it today, you'll do it tomorrow. You are not a failure. How are you? I hope all is well. Channel this phrase 10 times today. Today and every day, I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage. Happy Friday. Amen. I always tell my daughter when she's in school and she gets so frustrated. She doesn't like school, whatever. She has her moments, whatever. It's the young age. Welcome, David and Crash and Kathleen. But I always tell her on Fridays, party, party, party. So she knows she has no more school for the weekend. And then we make banana bread. We do movies and junk food, chips and movies. And we just have a little more fun on the weekends. There's more time to go out and play. But I always tell her I gotta hype her up all week long. If you make it to Friday, remember it's party, party, party all weekend. So it helps keep her motivated. And sometimes we have to do the same for us. And I'm not saying party, 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 go get messed up. I'm saying celebrate those little wins. So at the end of each week, we make sure we have that celebration. So yes, it's Happy Friday every Friday. Welcome, John, Henry, and A, and Asma. Welcome, Mike. Okay, this one I always do on my action steps because the grounding advice and radical expansion. Amen. The author of this deck, Izzy Ivy, is phenomenal. Just the artwork on the cards they're all her own artwork. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So, and the words, everything put into this deck was wholeheartedly done. And when that happens, you need to respect it. And, well, you don't have to, but I believe anyone that puts that much work into anything deserves absolute respect. So, welcome, V. Okay, can I have one card, one oracle, one guidance for my Scorpios for the month of November? Heart chakra. You got two. Today is twos, I guess. We're doing pairs for Scorpios, and that might be a message all on its own. We got heart chakra and manifestia. Look at the artwork on these. So I'm going to read them. The heart chakra is pretty pretty small. So Maddie, welcome, and Allie, and Adrian, and SN, welcome. What number we got? 5. This one's important. Heart chakra is always important. One of the most important ones there is. Unfurling back to love. This chakra card represents love in its many forms. It reminds you that everything in life can unfold into love or fear. When unfurled back enough, the foundation of all you seek lies in the universal desire and right to feel love and be loved. Love heals. God is love. This is the force that will change the world. Count everything in your life that you are grateful for. Think of all those you love and how that wonderful feeling radiates from your heart. Consider those you can forgive and extend that feeling out to them. Remember, we all just want to be loved and accepted, but insecurities and triggers can cause behaviors that move us away from this place. Have compassion. Know that others may be in their suffering. Expand your awareness and heart-centered radiance for all beings on the planet. Encapsulate Earth in loving compassion. Bask in the blissful feeling of the planet in all of its perfect balance, loving you back. The theme of this card is obviously relationships and relating, connecting to yourself and others, and then the language of love. And our language, everybody's language of love is a little bit different. And when we learn how to be able to speak ours out, then we learn how to listen for others and how they want to be loved. So it's really important to understand that. Welcome, Kiki. And then obviously the healing position is over your heart. And soft emerald green. It's such a beautiful color. They always say pink for the heart chakra, but green is truly what it is. That emerald green. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. Sorry. Look at the artwork. It just blows my mind. I'm such a fan. I'm going to have to go and actually send an email because it's absolutely beautiful. What do we got? 36. There we go. And then we got Manifestia. You can decide how you want to live. The universe is in full support of you choosing to step into the optimal version of yourself. Dream big, then dream bigger. Now is a great time to start the projects you've been considering. All it takes is some pollination. In the realms of making magic happen, we say, as above, so below. So start planting your dream seeds and nourish the soil with enthusiasm for what can and will be. Feel your dream in its entirety as if it's already happening, and then let it go. Let all sense of control or direction go. Do not try to manage it. Feel how beautiful your dream's fruition will be, but then leave it alone to flourish as it will. Any sense of desperation or neediness will only falter its progress, although the lessons gained as a result of this will bring growth depending on what you are ready for. Germinate your dream seeds in the present tense with your positive terminology. Rather than thinking in terms of what you don't want, focus on what you do want as if you already have it, as the subconscious will hear the key words and bring you more of this. Be creative with your dream visioning. Create symbols from the letters that make up your wish sentence. Incorporate the natural elements that resonate with your manifestation, such as fire or earth. Find meaningful symbols that align with your desired outcome. Add a rush of energy and charge it with intention for the greatest good. In meditation, send them off into the heart space of the ether. Meanwhile, turn the physical soil in real time. Do the necessary preparation and relax into the knowledge that with your intention, this is enough. This card encourages you to dream big. It comes as a reminder that you can choose how you want your life to go. You can manifest all you wish to create or release. It's time to sow the seeds of the reality you want to experience. In magical practice, there's a saying, as above, so below. Work with this principle through affirmative thinking and higher intention. Then anchor or ground your dream seeds. Manifest from the heart, overcome fear, take strong positive action, and let go of the outcome. Know and trust your dreams are already on their way, and expect to see results. And the reason it's so important is when you come from love, no matter what, however you're thinking about it, when you come from love and you don't try to control it, right? Love is not control. And sadly, some people don't learn that until they're full-grown adulthood. Some people may never learn it, but when you do learn it, it's easier to understand and to let it go. Because when love becomes enabling, then it's a struggle, right? Then you're hindering people from their own lessons, and we don't want to see that either. So the best thing you can do is show up for yourself with love, so you understand wholly what love means to you. And then, yes, it may mean differently for other people, and that's where you learn how to listen. And as that comes about, it takes practice, it takes communication, and it takes commitment. Because even as you're growing and learning, your love and your needs for love, how you view love, how you give and receive love is always going to change as you learn and grow. So it's not just a one and done thing. Everything is a process. So if you look at all my ads, my pop-ups, my content, if you go to my website, which is creativelyguided.ca, if you go there and you see all of my color schemes, all of my ads, all of my things always are a gradient. And for those that know, gradients are a process, right? It's the fading of one to the other. And the intention behind that simply shows nothing is just one and done. Nothing is just, change my mind, that's it. It's a process. And sometimes you think you're doing really well, and you're always doing really well. As long as you're trying, you're doing well. But we get stuck on certain portions or not understanding, and then we don't know what to do or where to go. And I've kind of been on this process and trying to understand how to explain it. But I'm not for... Or maybe I am, but I in my own brain, in my own heart space, how I think about it is I'm for those people that know something has to change. They know that it's not working, things aren't going well, but they don't really know how to change it. Or they get so far and then they get stuck. Why am I so angry? Oh, I must be going backwards. that's my whole content this month, is that's what it's talking about, fire and flow. We all get stuck, and it seems like Scorpios this month, we're working on that heart, which especially with Mercury retrograde and all those things coming, when you think about it, everyone's like, oh, Mercury retrograde's coming, hunker down, don't do this. And I think that becomes the stereotype. And I'm not saying fight anything, right? We're not trying to fight the universe. We're not trying to do any of those. But if we hunker down and we don't even try, then we hinder ourselves for an entire month when we could have been doing things. Maybe, don't go and buy $1 million business and try to start it, but those things that you like doing, start practicing with them, start sitting with them, start seeing how they make you feel, and just start creating that dream with your intention and getting curious just to see where it could go. Welcome, Jabo. It's not about getting everything done immediately, and it's not about sitting in fear, because Mercury retrograde is about and it's going to mess up everything, and sometimes it makes things tricky. And what I've learned to do is I always try, I show up, and if things start getting too much or it's too much of a fight, then it's like, okay, we'll take a break, we'll go do something else. When things start to get too tedious, then I find a way to lighten it up and balance it out with cutting up the fruit and stuff for my teas. All the things that I make, which I sell on my website, my guided journals. I have all kinds of things that I've been creating. Apparently, I'm being called to talk about it quite a bit, which is interesting. But if you want to support me or check it out, or even curious, go check it out. My website is creativelyguided.ca. Welcome, Princess. All right, can I have a creativity oracle? 2 again. Okay, 2s. My Scorpios, 2s. Things are coming in pairs for you, it seems, and that is interesting. That's a message in itself. We have contest and enchantment. Interesting. And I love the artwork on these too. Be yourself fully, and you are without compare. A true winner of the only contest that matters. That's right. We don't compete with anyone but ourselves from the day before. Are we showing up for ourselves a little bit better the next day, each day? Then we're winning. The race is only with us. That's it. We don't compare to anybody else. And then we have enchantment. We are enchanted when the muses sing the art spirit into us. Cards are very cool. It's about being playful. Don't compete with anybody. There's never a reason to compete. What is this? Oh, look, I opened it right up to it. Okay, so this one is important. The contest card is an indication that problems related to the matter in question are the result of you or someone involved, or possibly both of you, not understanding the true meaning of competition. Competition helps us improve and excel. Selecting the contest card can be a reminder that the only race we are in is the human race. When we strive to learn and grow and do our best, then we win the only contest that matters. It's a waste of time and energy to compare oneself and one's work to that of anyone else. We each are on our own path. The selection of the contest card can indicate that if there are any contests or grants or other competitions you can enter, then you should do so. Finally, if you have asked about the appropriateness of venting your displeasure or regarding something, contest it. It means we don't complain about what somebody else is doing, because it's so simple. If it doesn't affect you or your life, you leave it be. We don't compare. And when you compare what you've got going on to somebody else's life, then you are hindering your own, because now you're putting yourself in a place of lack, where what you're giving wholeheartedly. Welcome, Caitlin. And when you're giving from a wholehearted space with no expectation, that's exactly what's going to come back to you. And when the gifts do come back, it's going to absolutely blow your mind. And you're going to be like, why was I trying to compete with somebody that... there should never be competition between you and anybody, ever. You should celebrate each other, their wins, help them at their losses. Welcome, Had Enough. Good morning. Then we have enchantment. The enchantment card is an indication that you must remember that living a creative life connects you to an unbroken line of artists, inventors, dancers, poets, writers, and magic makers down through history. Allow yourself to revel in being a part of what makes life worth living. Selecting the enchantment card is a reminder that the spiritual nature of creativity involves our allowing the soul that we wish to accomplish to sing itself into our heart and mind. That one was a tough one. I couldn't get it out. The statue exists in the matrix. The image calls us to assemble it. The book's ideas and scenarios are waiting in the ether for us to be inhabited by them. The creative person does not fear the mystery or being enchanted and transformed into a different person. They embrace the magical, mystical, numinous side of life. And it's true. When you don't compete and you just are who you are and you love yourself as is, you just get curious. And when you start showing up like that and then just listen, show what you're grateful for. Let the whole world know every single day. Speak it into the world. Speak it. Doesn't matter where you are. I'm so grateful for the beautiful sun. I'm so happy it's a wonderful day. All of the things. I'm happy, I'm abundant, I'm able to be here, life is good. When we do that, we keep telling the universe we want more of it. We can speak a million things into this world, and I promise you, if you speak negativity, you're going to see that come back just as fast. So if you can choose to speak something, why not speak your greatness into existence? Like, of the things that I choose to speak, that's what I want to speak. And I'm very clearly seeing from everything that I'm pulling for Scorpio here is very much duality. You are enough, you're always enough. And when you put yourself into competition, because if somebody else is competing with you, you have no control over that. So what's out of your control should be out of your heart and mind. But putting yourself in that competition, you're putting yourself in lack immediately. So get out of that and understand you're inherently worthy and you are enough no matter what. And when you feel that, truly feel that from the heart space, that's when things start to change. 2 again. Okay, I get it. I told the story. I told it. Okay, so we got yet. Oh, yes. And then understand. I love that so much. And I'm going to tell you until I pull it up. Oh, yeah, I'm going to. First of all, whatever it is you're thinking, whatever it is you're wanting to do you see what that says? Yes. Just say yes. You see them celebrating there, and then just in case you didn't understand what it meant, it says yes, 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 yes. Just say yes. That means choose you. Just say yes. Have fun. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. When you're unsure, you want to do something and you think it's going to make you happy, just say yes. If you're asking about something that you're interested in, just say yes. Dance with life, yes. Number 62. But also remember, if somebody asks you to do something or you're unsure and it makes you feel unsure, if it's not an absolute yes, it's a no. And when you learn that boundary for yourself, you can pretty much overcome anything. Welcome, Greg. But that's not what it's telling you. It's telling you to say yes to something, and it's telling you to find the joy and dance with life. Life is always moving. If you resist this ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant, and you will fall out of flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our body takes over, and with each new bop, sway, and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with the systemic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that you would not usually do to shift the energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. It's time to shift things up and find a way to dance along with the beat of life. Do something, whatever it takes to change your energy. And when you do that, you come back to your present self. And you understand that here and now you are safe. And the answer will come. All of your answers will come. But I got the 2. So that was very clearly whatever it is you're wanting to do. That was a yes. Don't delay. Start planning. Start doing something good with it. Because are we going to get just 1 or 2? Are we staying with the 2 theme, or are we going to just do 1? I don't want to be too long here so we can post these. We're going with the 2 again, eh? Forge, don't follow, and a cosmic heart. 2 it is. 2. Okay. So duality. Don't let it, find that balance. Bring everything back into center. And when you can do that, forge, don't follow. There it is. Okay. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Amen. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path, and you'll likely not even take the first step. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning they wake up feeling ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. Amen. They don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves. This is a card for leaders. You're here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before, to go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for all those who also feel misrepresented. If no one's speaking out on the topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. There's no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Don't look to those who have come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Do it for your daughter. Do it for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who will follow. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. How are you being called to forge rather than follow? How can you be the leader you wish you had? I'm telling you, take that step. Let's see. And then we got cosmic heart. This stays balanced, and it's telling. The way I'm seeing this is everything that's been coming out in 2s for my Scorpios is the balance, and it's very much there's duality. You can choose this or you can choose that, and when you find, and neither answer is wrong entirely. What it's saying is there's a balance, and if you want to do this but you still feel some of this, there's a way to bring that together into a balance, and that's the biggest thing that we can ever do is find that balance, and you're not going to find it till you get to your heart space, which is really kind of what I'm getting here. And that's where all your creativity, that's where all your best inventions, ideas, creations, all of it comes from. And then we have the cosmic heart. When you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within, to the intelligence of your own heart, and to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you've felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now you're being called to plant your soul's seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive, rather than what everyone else thinks, to save your life, to make your life one big moving prayer. Man, I couldn't spit that out today. How can you make your life a moving prayer? And again, when you're walking in gratitude and you're speaking greatness over your life, I am powerful, I am creative, I am joyful, I am grateful, and I am grateful for the skies above, the birds that come fly by my window every single day. You know, everything you can think about. Oh, I forgot to put that one back. Everything you can think about, speak it. I literally drive in the morning and we have entire conversations. What are we grateful for today? And of course, my daughter always says breakfast first, and then she's grateful for her kitty cat. And we go up and down the list. Welcome, right? So, but the entire conversation happens, and it happens all about being grateful and saying thank you. And when you can have entire, 10-minute, 15-minute conversations with your child about how grateful you are and what you're grateful for, you're teaching them that there's not much to be sad about. And the things that there are to be sad about, we can't control them. We can't control other people. The things we can control, we can help change, then we do our part. But otherwise, if it's out of your control, it has to be out of your heart and mind. Because when you feed into it, you just make that bigger. Okay, can we try just one for my moonology? You almost spit out two again. I saw that. Try to just give us one. I don't want this to be too long. That's the one. Thank you. You're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, I feel like right now Scorpios may be feeling a little stuck in the heart. And that makes sense because Scorpios are very deep emotional, I want to say creatures, but we're all creatures in our own way, but they're very deeply emotional, and it's one of their greatest gifts, but it also can be one of the biggest places they get stuck. And when we understand that, finding that balance and finding that space, man, things can open up for you. It's just getting to that space. So that's what this month looks like you should be focusing on. What do we got? Gibbous Moon. That was number 30. Yep. All right. The word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you, however, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense. So don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know there's a fuse attached to this situation. So be careful if you choose to light it. Attuned to the moon. I know that I'm on the right track. And then, now is a good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project. You need to get back into good health habits. The gibbous moon comes at the very end of the lunar cycle, which just before the full moon. She looks like she's bulging because she's almost a full moon. So she's nearly fully rounded. It's the culmination of the waxing cycle, and as such tends to be a rather intense period of the month. No matter when you pull this card, it suggests a very ripe time and a very ripe situation. So you have to, again, it's just talking about that balance, right? You're coming from your heart space, and it reminds me of the anger portion of my Fire and Flow content that I've been working on. The live for that one will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. But the Fire and Flow content speaks of rage, anger, all those, and finding and using it as a learning tool and a manifesting tool, and being able to use that in a space where it's safe, right? Where we're not exploding, where we're not reacting, we're learning how to respond and listen and validate and understand, so we can use that tool as a space to move forward. And sometimes we get stuck on that, or we hinder ourselves because, oh, I exploded, oh, I did this. Okay, we're not judging ourselves now. Okay, we understand, we do what we can to make it better, and then we get curious, right? That's how we answer it. And that's what it seems to me for Scorpios. It seems you need to find the balance. You gotta come from that heart space and understand when you feel like you're ready to explode or you're feeling overwhelmed. That's when it's time to say, okay, let's take a little break. Welcome, Hanny. All right, can I have an angel number for my Scorpios for the month of November? Something to focus on. Ooh, 1414. Light up. Good vibes, balance, respect, family, optimism, quality, new connections, and joy. Focus on your needs, desires, and passions. A light-hearted approach makes everything more accessible. New opportunities, a fresh friendship, or even an addition to your family are on the horizon. Positive energy will accelerate the flow of blessings coming your way. Amen. 1414. So when you start seeing that number everywhere, starts popping up, that just means your angels got you, and it means lighten up. Don't overthink it. Don't think too heavily. Don't let something weigh you down, because you think about all the positive and you're just going to bring more and more of that back to you, which is so important. All right, we have one more, the affirmations, which is one of my most favorite. This is those times of negativity, things creeping up, something to speak out into the world that oh, you flipped right over. My genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. This is an affirmation that shows you the silver lining pretty much in anything that's happening, right? And when you can see that and learn to see that, it's going to push you right into your purpose. You're gonna go into it and you're not even gonna know how you got there, and that's okay, as long as it brings you joy and you understand that you feel safe and you're learning along the way. We learn and we share. So again, my genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. And then when you are done saying that one, you say, I'm enough. I am inherently worthy. And I am learning to do what's best for me and the best for all of those around me. And when you get to that space, you're really winning. Welcome, Loon to Moon. All right, and that's what I have for my Scorpios for the month of November. I hope it helps. Remember, affirm your greatness. Find the things to be grateful for. And even the smallest of things. It doesn't matter how bad it gets. There's something, if you're breathing, there's something to be thankful for. So, Melanie, welcome. So when you get to that space, when it's hard to think of things or that negativity creeps in, find that little thing. Come from your heart space, and things seem to be coming in twos. So, and they seem to be, I don't want to say polar opposites, but they seem to be far on each end. So what we want to do is try to bring that into balance. And that's a work in progress. So don't beat yourself up if you're not getting there right away. It's just the idea is to try to bring those things into balance. And if we can do that, you're absolutely winning. Slow steps, a million baby steps. Doesn't matter. I hope this helps. I love you guys. Have a good day.